Is anything or anyone out there legit anymore? I mean, the government, what the hell is going on with this Secret Service assassination case? Every day, there's some strange, odd twist. I'll bet at this point that even makes skeptics who are like, nah, the government's got good intentions. Even skeptics now have to be like, really? Did you hear this latest angle about the body being cremated of the killer in the case? You know, there's a murder scene there. Now, like, was there an investigation? Did anybody know about? Folks, this thing just keeps getting worse. And then a picture emerged. I'm going to get to that. This is just, forget about suspicious at this point. We're beyond suspicious. We're at the point, as I said, we're at the point of near criminal negligence. There's no other explanation. Hey, you've heard me rave about Beam's Dream Powder every week. Go get it. They're offering the largest discount at shopbeam.com/Bongino. Use code Bongino. Big show for you today on Friday. They stirred the pot yesterday. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or X or Truth. We were trending on Twitter. Guy sent it to me at night. I was in the sauna melting, trying to melt away all the stress from the day. And Guy's like, look, we're stirring up some shit again. Listen, it's not my job. My job is just to tell you the truth. I don't dislike it. It's not personal. I want Donald Trump to win, and there are people sabotaging it. It's that simple. Don't sabotage Trump from the inside, and everything will be okay. That's it. That's it. You can go watch the last 2 days' shows if you want to know what I mean. Hey, meet Lumen, one of the world's first handheld metabolic coaches. The device measures your metabolism through your breath. It's really cool. They sent me one. The app then lets you know if you're burning fat or carbs and provides tailored guidance to enhance your nutrition, workouts, sleep, and stress management. This thing is awesome. Simply breathe into your Lumen first thing in the morning. It's real simple. It'll analyze your metabolism, tell you whether you're burning fats or carbs. Based on these insights, Lumen provides a personalized nutrition plan for the day. You can also use Lumen before and after workouts and meals to get real-time updates on your body's metabolic rate, keeping you on top of your wellness game. I love life hacks. I've been using Lumen now for about 3 weeks. Total game changer. Helps me understand my metabolism better and make smarter choices daily. Optimal metabolic health can lead to easier weight management, improved energy levels, better fitness results, and better sleep. So if you want to take the next step in helping to improve your wellness, go to Lumen, lumen.me/Bongino to get 15% off your Lumen. That's lumen.me/Bongino for 15% off your purchase. Thanks, Lumen, for sponsoring the episode. These statements and products have not been evaluated by the FDA. They're not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition. Thanks, Lumen. All right, fellas, let's go. What the hell is up with this crazy bananas story? Listen, I've already told you and gone into extensively how this Secret Service, the murder scene there in Butler County, Pennsylvania, was a total security debacle years in the making. You know, the IRA had this expression. They were trying to get Margaret Thatcher, and they almost got her with a bomb in a hotel plot once. Have you ever heard this? I've said it on the show before, so if you're a P1, you know. But the expression was this: you guys have to be lucky every day. We just have to be lucky once. Folks, the Secret Service has been lucky for a really long time. Now this tweet comes out, and I've told you that the people in charge now are not going to change anything because they were responsible for the security failures, the lack of an airborne security program, not proper vetting of agents, having people in charge of sites and security plans who don't know what they're doing, failure to secure an external perimeter, terrible security plan, the lack of an effective site security room and command post. All of this stuff was years in the making. I've told you this 1,000 times. Now we see this tweet that the body of the killer that day apparently has been cremated, and there's some confusion here as to what happened. So this is Kylie Jane Kramer on Twitter. You know Rep. Clay Higgins, good guy. So he requested to examine the assassin's body. Fair enough, right? Matthew Crooks. He was told it was released to the family by the FBI. Nobody even knew the body was gone until August 5th, including the Butler County coroner, the law enforcement officer, and the Butler County sheriff. Crooks was cremated on July 23rd, just 10 days after the assassination attempt. All roads keep leading back to alphabet agencies being involved, she notes, and or covering up what happened in Butler, PA, when President Trump was shot. Folks, you know me. You can see right there the report. Let me explain. I don't jump to conclusions. Some people don't like that. That's okay. That's okay. I understand. I promise in the long run, you will respect me more when the truth comes out and we're right. And I'm not going to forfeit our batting average because I would rather be right than be first. However, this is odd. I'm starting to wonder if the official story we've been told about how Crooks was killed, he was shot. There's no doubt about that. But the order of how he was shot may matter here. We're going to just float that out there because I don't want to get ahead of the story without having facts. I'm just saying it's awfully odd in a case of such importance that there would be some rush somehow to cremate the body. I've no doubt he was taken out by law enforcement. What's the order of this thing? There's a couple of other questions I have here, too. You know Anna Paulina Luna? She's a congresswoman from Florida. Well, she obtained a photo taken by an individual at a rally in Pennsylvania. Not that picture, you slobs. Get your heads out of the gutter. A different photo. Here's Crooks walking around at the rally outside of the secure area. And now, granted, it's a very blurry picture. Tell me in the chat. Let's be a little interactive, folks, because the show's for the Bongino Army. What does that look like he's carrying over his right shoulder? Looks to me, ladies and gentlemen, like he has a long gun, a rifle, R-I-F-L-E. Folks, how is this site agent? Look at this. Thank you for zooming in. How is the site agent? Remember how the Secret Service works. Lead advance. You guys know this chat. Can you fill me? The homework lesson. Who's in charge of the entire visit? The lead advance agent. Don't mess this up because the Secret Service will screw you up with all that and they'll send you the wrong people. The site agent is responsible for this site. They answer to the lead, but responsible for this site. How is this site agent still working protection? How do we know that? Ron Rowe, the acting director, told members of Congress under oath that not only is a site agent who somehow missed this, not only has that site agent not been fired, she's still working protection. Folks, how the hell do you miss this? What else could you possibly, what other indicator could you possibly need? He has a rangefinder. He's declared suspicious upwards of 90 minutes out. You've got a number of law enforcement officers noting he's making all kinds of furtive, trying to escape from police, trying to hide, being secretive motions, and he appears to be carrying a rifle. What the hell else could you possibly need? Folks, I'm sorry, but this site agent should not be working right now. I know there's procedures in the federal government. The site agent should be nowhere near protection. There is absolutely no way. In the 12 years I worked in the Secret Service, I can envision no scenario on planet Earth where if someone comes to me as a site agent and goes, here's a picture of a dude with what appears to be a long gun over his shoulder and a rangefinder, where the President Trump is still walking out on stage. There's none. There's no scenario. Julie Kelly was on my friend Benny Johnson's show the other day. And she brings up another question here. Folks, listen, I don't trust anybody anymore. I'm sorry. Anyone in the chat? No, I'm serious, by the way. I'm not dicking around here. Chat, folks, because I respect you guys more than anyone. Does anyone in the chat trust anything that comes out of government intel or the upper ranks of law enforcement like the FBI anymore? Some of you may. If you say, if you, why for a yes, just tell me why. Tell me why you do. Is there a case out there, the Fed surrection case, the January 6th pipe bomber, the Secret Service case, where you feel like you've been told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I haven't. I'm sorry. I haven't. No. The answer is no. Chris, we're going to break the chat again. We're going to break the chat. Rumble had a great week. You guys got a Discord channel too? Look at it. It's going so fast. I can't even X out of your thing. Here was Julie Kelly on with Benny Johnson. You don't find it weird that all this stuff is still missing? The January 6th texts, the phone records from the bomber, the night of January 6th that the FBI can't seem to find. And this guy's communications, this guy Crook, some 20-year-old supposed nobody, you actually believe this guy managed to. Do you remember that Batman movie with Anne Hathaway as the cat lady where she wants that program and the program wipes you clean off the internet? You really believe this guy Crooks found this program and no one can find any communications anywhere, like he was some kind of a Lex Luthor super genius? Here's Julie on Benny Johnson asking an exact question. I don't believe this at all. Not one bit. There's something going on here. This guy was working with someone. Check this out.
Of course, the same thing now with J6 and now the Thomas Crooks thing. How did this 20-year-old kid, and now they don't have any chat messages. They said he had an encrypted chat app, but we can't get into it. Baloney. I've seen this in J6. This is impossible. We're supposed to believe Benny, there is no doubt in my mind that Thomas Crooks was in communications with probably an FBI informant, undercover agent, or an asset from another department, including DHS. He was training at a rifle range where DHS employees and other government employees train. It has all the hallmarks of another setup, but this time their target got away from them.
There's no one I respect more than Julie Kelly. There's a reason, folks. If you saw me writing with my pen, I didn't want to forget this thought. I'm not trying to be the jargon guy or let me tell you how many euphemisms and fancy insider words I know. Here's the difference between a lead advance and a side advance. That's not why I'm doing that. I'm telling you this because this is how the government, listen to me, takes advantage of information asymmetries. The FBI and the Secret Service management will avoid disclosures if you don't get it exactly right, the question. So if you say to them, we need to talk to the lead advance agent, that's exactly who they're going to give you. They're not going to give you the site agent who is not the lead advance agent because they know you don't know the difference. Why does that matter here? Because the FBI, I guarantee you, is doing the same thing with the pipe bomber, the January 6th stuff, and potentially with this guy too. People say all the time, I hear it up in Congress, folks, listen to me. And it's your job now, Bongino Army, to correct people who do this on Twitter and elsewhere. I hear it up on the Hill all the time. They'll say, Director Wray, were there any FBI agents in the crowd in January 6th? Ladies and gentlemen, the answer may be no. What, Dan? What are you, crazy? You're falling for that? And I ain't falling for shit. The real question is, Director Wray, were there any FBI agents or assets in the crowd that day? That's not the same thing. You see how they take advantage? How under oath? Oh, no, there were no agents. Oh, I thought you meant off duty. I didn't know you meant working it. You see what they do? An FBI agent and an asset is completely different. Why am I bringing this up after the Julie Kelly tweet? That's kind of a random thought. No, it isn't. Folks, this Crooks thing stinks to the heavens, man. This has the stench of sulfur all over it. You can't find this guy's communications anywhere. He's managed to find the Catwoman freaking program to wipe himself off the internet. Bullshit. The question you should ask, and Congress people, you need to ask under oath, was Matthew Crooks working with any FBI agent, off duty, on duty, between duty, near duty, retired, not born yet? You get the point? Also, was Thomas Crooks working with FBI asset, confidential informant, a non-confidential informant, an informant who's confidential now but wasn't before, an informant who wants to be an informant but hasn't been approved yet? Do you see the games they play? We have to be just as slick as they are. Folks, the story of who this guy's working with is really, this book is not yet done. You know I don't jump to conclusions on this, folks. I never have and I never will. getting out ahead of stories is extremely destructive to my credibility and ours. But I'm not stupid either. And I'm not speculating by telling you this guy, they're trying to memory hole this guy. I would not be stunned at all if this guy had multiple contacts, whether at the shooting range Julie's talking about. He was shooting at a range used by a bunch of feds. And that's the reason all of a sudden nobody can find his communications, just like we can't find the January 6th text surrounding the pipe bombing incident from the Secret Service or the phone records from the alleged bomber the night before, or the phone records from Andy Wasserman. Remember him? And all the Spygate people. Remember they wiped their phones? Crazy how all this stuff disappears. I'm going to leave this section here because I got a lot more to get to, including a warning about this election. Here's the question. Keep it real simple. Who the hell was Crooks working with? Who? Maybe he wasn't working with anybody. I doubt that. Who the hell was he working with? And why is everybody hiding it? Folks, it's getting weird, okay? Really weird. And I'm going to be the first one here to call this out. I've got people talking to me left and right. There is something going on here. Find me, whistleblowers. Find me. Folks, this election is it. Listen, I wrote it down right here. There you go. Election is it. Underline it right now. Tattoo it on your brain. This election is it. We can't lose. It's our last shot. The J6 thing, the pipe bomber, this thing, all this stuff going on, the Spygate stuff, it's all going to be memory hold. This evidence is going to disappear if we lose. This election is it. The technological tools to enforce and permanently tattoo on your skin a tyrannical, authoritarian future we're never going to be able to escape from are here now. It's not a dystopian tomorrow. It's a dystopian today. AI, quantum computing, these people with facial recognition, retinal scanning, all of this stuff. The ability for these people to spy on you is absolutely technologically unprecedented. If we lose, we are in real trouble. I'm going to take a quick break. And on the other side is I want to play a clip from, Valuetainment, Patrick Bet-David, and that crew over there, good guys. Vincent over there brought this up the other day about the DDoS attack. The DDoS attack is a big deal. What does that have to do with the election and why you should be concerned? And I hate teases. Let me just get to it, and I'll play the clip afterwards. You really believe Elon Musk, who is one of the technological geniuses of our time, he's doing a Spaces on X with Donald Trump the other day. Most of you heard it. Meaning they had run all kinds of tests. You really believe Elon Musk, who was hit by a DDoS attack, he couldn't figure it out and the federal government has a solution on election day? Yeah, you believe that? Federal government's figured it out. It's so smart. Sure. Good luck. Better vote now. Vote. No excuses. No excuses. And by the way, I'm already past my 10 people. For what? You're voting already? Yeah, Florida has a primary this week. I'm already past my 10 people. I lead from the front, not from the back. Hey, you've asked about MyPillow and MyPillow. Listen, they're finally bringing you the most requested offer ever. I got new MyPillows for the new crib. Slept there last night. It was pretty awesome. Get the queen size premium MyPillow now for only $19.98. MyPillow's made with patented adjustable fill. It adjusts to your exact individual needs regardless of your sleep position. Helps keep your neck aligned, holds its shape all night long so you get the best sleep of your life. But that's not all. Get their six-piece kitchen or bath towel sets, only $25. The brand new mattress topper, only $69.98. And get their famous MyPillow bed sheets for as low as $25 and so much more. Go today, support Mike, mypillow.com, or call 800-637-4982. Use promo code Dan to get huge discounts on all MyPillow products, including their premium queen-size MyPillow, only $19.98. That's the lowest price ever. Don't delay. Order today. I want you guys to watch this. This is Vincent from Valuetainment. Really good dude. Met him in person when I did Patrick Bet-David's podcast, okay? He's talking about the DDoS attack on Spaces. This is what's going to happen on election day if you don't bank your vote early. You are going to thank me that you voted when you show up and they go, the computers don't work. Listen to this first.
Last night, Elon had Donald Trump on the Spaces live event. It actually, dude, everybody in the world was going nuts. I think they broke the internet because there was a 45, how long, Rob? Was it 40 minutes delayed?
Yeah, they're about 45 minutes delayed, and then he went on for a full 2 hours with Elon.
Unbelievable. And it was called a DDoS attack. And so for some of you guys that don't know, because there's still a lot, my sister was like, what happened? What, like, did somebody hack? And I had to explain to her that it's a cyber crime that involves flooding a server with internet traffic to prevent users from accessing online services and sites.
That is exactly what it is. A bunch of zombie computers get hijacked and they are given instructions to go attack a site. How do I know that? I'm an investor in Rumble. And folks, Rumble, we have some of the best technology in the world. And every single tech company on planet Earth, from Meta to X to Rumble, has been hit by these things. You have to, I'm not a huge tech guy and I'm not a poser, so I'm not going to pretend, but I've been told by smarter people than me on this, a lot smarter. Right? Believe me, I know my limits. Hopefully one of these stupid smart people don't know their limits. However, you have to block all of the IPs as they come in and start to hit you. It takes a while to recover. That's why it took upwards of 40 minutes to get it going. It's not Elon's fault, folks. This stuff happens. So what I'm telling you is, Chris Pavlovsky, who's the smartest tech guy I know at Rumble, he's the CEO there. Elon was one of the smartest tech guys on planet Earth. Maybe smart, I just don't know him. I said smartest guy, right? You're telling me we get hit with these things occasionally, and it takes a good amount of savvy to stop it. And the federal government, that can't do anything right, on election day is going to be able to unscrew this thing in what? Half the time as Elon? So it took Elon 40 minutes. Remember we got hit at Rumble, what was it, debate night or something? Was it debate? It took us about 15 minutes. Chris got it up pretty fast, but it happens. And you learn each time. You block the IP can't be used again, okay? Exactly. Technically, it's not even hard to explain. But you're telling me the government, you're going to be sitting on a line, is going to figure it out in less time than Chris and Elon. Folks, this is insane. Bank your vote today. I'm tying this back to the beginning. You want answers about the Trump assassination attempt, do you? You want answers about Spygate. Who gave the order? Who gave the order? We know it was Obama, but we still don't have the email or the digital evidence. You want that? You want to find out who the pipe bomber was working for? This isn't like who shot JR questions at Dallas. These are existential questions. I might have aged myself a little bit there. But you get the point. You want answers? Bank your vote. I'm sorry, but in this election, if you're voting on election day, you're doing it wrong. I want to see it all fixed. I get you. I hear you. I'm with you. I want to see a national holiday, one-day election day, voter ID, paper ballots. Get it? Got it? I am with you. Brothers and sisters, I'm with you. However, we don't have that now. We have a shit system now. And unfortunately, we've got to eat this sandwich. And we can't lose. This is no time to be making statements. It's time to win. And if I'm annoying you about this, then you might as well tune out, because I'm not going to stop till election day. Bank your vote. Bank it early. And then check on it. Go to your county voter registrar, and you'll just put whatever county you live in. And you'll see it right there. Put in usually your address or your name or whatever, and they'll say you voted. Just doesn't say who you voted for, because they don't know that. Here's another reason we cannot lose. Listen, here you go. You say I don't mess with you. This is why you got to watch Rumble. The goosebumps are no joke. I get goosebumps. It's a dead indicator of my anxiety about a situation whenever the goosebumps pop out, because I stuff passionately. It really means something to me. Folks, not only are we never going to get answers to these questions about the deep state and what they did to us if we lose, but as I told you before, I'm not sure you understand how powerful artificial intelligence is becoming right now, not tomorrow. If the left maintains control of our government and wins this election, we are dealing with commies. Kamala Harris released an economic plan today that is straight up communism. It's not even like filtered down communism. Price controls, government housing. It's actual communism, okay? They will take control of this artificial intelligence. And you will never, ever, ever again be able to find something online negative about Democrats, liberals, or anything. It'll all be sent to the phantom zone. I want you to watch this. I pulled this the other day, and I wish I had gotten to it. Well, I'm not a huge fan of this guy, but that's besides the point. This is Eric Schmidt, the old Google guy. He's talking about how powerful AI is right now, that you, every single person out there, will have an individual programmer in their pocket that'll work in microseconds. You want a new TikTok? Tell your AI, give me a new TikTok. Yeah, for me. And go steal all their data. No. It's not me saying it. This guy's like one of these big techie dudes who's admitting this thing is ridiculously powerful. Can you imagine this in the hands of the pro-terror insane left, having programmers in their back pockets and a government backing them up? Listen to this.
So I'll give you an example. The government is in the process of trying to ban TikTok. We'll see if that actually happens. If TikTok is banned, here's what I propose each and every one of you do. Say to your LLM the following. Make me a copy of TikTok, steal all the users, steal all the music, put my preferences in it, produce this program in the next 30 seconds, release it, and in 1 hour, if it's not viral, do something different along the same lines. That's the command. Boom, 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 right? You understand how powerful that is. If you can go from arbitrary language to arbitrary digital command, which is essentially what Python in this scenario is, imagine that each and every human on the planet has their own programmer that actually does what they want, as opposed to the programmers that work for me who don't do what I ask, right?
You want that kind of power in the hands of Kamala Harris, who is an outright communist. She probably has a poster in her office of the hammer and sickle. Also, you want that power in the hands of these crazies? You think Kamala Harris is crazy? She is crazy. The left is even crazier than her. Did you hear them get heckled? Who's they? Biden and Harris. By who? Conservatives? No, not conservatives. By the left. Remember my cannibalism theory? That eventually they're going to go so crazy, the left, that when we ignore them, they're going to start eating each other, my cannibalism theory. Watch, this is just the other day in Maryland. This is them getting heckled by the pro-terror crazies. Check this out.